Yo, what is up, my Knights of the Round Table? And the day is finally here. Alltime Arcade has released the Undertale Cypher with a few surprise guests. Yeah, a few. So, let's get into this. This is something that's been in the making for quite some time. I think by March or February this was in the making. I know in March they went into full production.
Used to be a normal child till I fell to the underworld, a blood of all these little myths. But now I know that monsters weren't slashing and crashing. All these monsters they thrashing. It's right from the light and dark. All these monsters will trash them. Taking every second chance, you know that I will get back
Chris,
my power.
I don't know too much about Undertale.
Will be enough, you're never gonna take me down. I'll slice your guts to the ground. Come on and try fighting now. My mind's chilling up in the clouds. But monsters in the real world were just simply told by lies. But yeah, I have some real ones that are fighting by my side. Should I just betray them and simply just watch them die? It's just the path that I take, pacifist or genocide.
Oh, hello. Welcome. I'm sorry for the rough start.
Volcor, oh no. Torio, is that a dog? A bunny? What is that?
Don't you want this journey to be a work of art? I do my best to protect and keep you covered. It'll be hard to do.
I really wish there were subtitles.
It won't matter if you're adopted son or daughter. If you don't try for me, I will fall for your father.
I don't mean to frighten. My name is Papyrus. I wanna be just like
I've been calling it Papyrus this whole time.
Tell me about those people, bro. Let me get inside your head and think those thoughts you're thinking. Whoa. Picture me, sunglasses up and down the highway, red whip top down, and you know I drive straight. Let me give you something great, something that you wanna eat, spaghetti on the plate. Bon appetit. Have you ever heard my name? Or my fan feel the pain from my shockwave.
Is that a jukebox?
And you might win the game, but you claim that you're a fool of
Karaoke machine, man. It's an old-timey radio. I never played Undertale. I've seen gameplay. Hey, looks like a Triceratops.
I just love it. Isn't that what all the weeds say? But before I go home for the day, I got you jokes I'd like to play. I put the nerd in their corner. Not fighting.
Sorry.
Experiments down to my core. Men fly with you're an eyesore. Okay, if that's the end, I'm not till this scientist comes back again. My name is Sam, and I will take your life.
It's a pirate fish.
Break the barrier because getting asked for just needs one more and needless words.
Undying. Is it Undying or Undying?
Sorry, but you're in the limit. Everyone's happiness and I'm the push of chivalry. Now that's the game. The survival is impossible and I will win. I was thinking about doing this now. I keep living the look.
Okay, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is that? Who is this? I don't know, he sounds stupid. Sounds like he didn't know what he was doing. That's such a badass photo of Alice Cooper. Such a badass sprite. Yeah! I'm in this. Bet you didn't see that coming. I'll go more into detail about that later. Let's just enjoy me trying to make my voice deeper without any effects.
Oh my god, it's fine, the battle's over, you all failed, but completely sad, overwhelming tale. Every little guilt and grief, I'll live up to it, I'm out of school, I measure my score, I won't be true, I get sentimental, I water all my flowers, and my man, I feel the sun won't stop my Darius and later, bro. You'll start a war with Asgore, you'll fall, just like all who came before, I won't regret this, I regret, so let you keep fighting now, I'm coming down to my throne, the soul to solace, and I'm trying to
Okay, it's a flower. He's morphing into the Joker.
I'm sick of all these undying rules that can control me. I got a mind of my own. Each delicate flower.
Chara, Max Austin.
I'm looking for a massacre.
With some of the best mic quality in this.
I'm the haunting of the past, showing my aroused, but to put to sleep each music beats real fast.
I think there's one more. The signs, and there's one more, ain't there?
Not a man of many words, but my jokes are humorous. Outside I see your birds, gas the blasters numerous, and I see your humor. Stop acting like an alien. Homes applying gas with me. Am I empty cranium? Keep an eye on every action that you make, and no mistake.
Signs is the only character I knew of.
I was it's a seal fate. It's too late to find us. I'm seeing the backbone, reset the world with who you want, but still complete like catacombs. I'm aware of where you choose to find a boss that's just a root. You're coming back after you lose. You cannot hide the shameless bruise. Treading down your armor with this collar, man. Hell sure seems up in the hall of judgment. Just the day has come to awful bro.
Oh yes, I am a mystery. You're wondering what it could be.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm the only knight around here. Damn it, Rap Knight. What did I think of that?
I guess there's so much lore. Am I dead or any mortal? No one knows for sure. But when it comes to my experiments, the others pale. So my masterpiece, you all know, is Undertale.
Oh, that was so fun. Yeah, guys, that was the big surprise. This was the Cypher I was in on. I got a part of this in January or February where Nightbreaker messaged me that Arcade was looking for other people to be in a Cypher. Had no idea what it was at the time. I agreed. And he's like, okay, we're going to do an Undertale Cypher. I was like, what the fuck is Undertale? I had heard about it, but I never played it because I was not a PC gamer as a kid. I had an Xbox. I didn't get a PC until I was 19. Same age I am now. I didn't get one until I was 19. So I'd like to give before I tell the rest of the story, I'm going to give 2 big shout outs here. Or 3 big shout outs, my bad. 3 big shout outs. Big shout out to Nightbreaker who got me on this project. Shout outs to Arcade who helped guide me through this and had me on his project and put up with my questions of, am I doing this right? So big shout outs to those 2. And a huge, huge shout out to Max Austin. Now, fun fact, Max Austin actually helped me with my verse a lot. Like, he wrote a big treatment for my verse, and a lot of what you heard was Max. Started War with Asgore was me. Your Sad Underwhelming Tale was me. I think that was it. I think that was all that was me. Yeah, those were the 2 parts I had. Now, some of it got toned down or cut down in order to fit the time frame, but a lot of what you heard was Max Austin because I was in the position of, okay, I'm just going to go on Wikipedia, look up about my character. I had the choice between Asgore and Gaster, who Rap Knight would later be. I looked at Asgore and I was like, you know what? He looks kind of cool. I could pull that character. Had no idea what this character was. That was my first mistake. I did not know the character. And I went on Wikipedia. I went to the Undertale Wikipedia. They don't tell you too much, but what I did find out was Asgore was the complete opposite of what I was going in with. I was going in with playing Asgore as a Shao Kahn type character. You know, he's the ruler of hell, or the underworld as it's called in Undertale. But it turns out Asgore is a very gentle giant. He's a sentimental character. He has a freaking garden he waters. He has a slight southern accent, which I guess is why I was offered Asgore. And there was so much fun stuff. But with all that fun stuff, I was at a rut because I was like, how in the fuck do I write this? Like, whenever you're writing for a character, you come across to a point of, how do I do this character justice? Because I knew there was big fans of Undertale out there, and I wanted to be the best I could be with this character. I could not, for the life of me, find a balance. It was either I was too much of playing on the Emperor card, because he is the Emperor of the Underworld. He was technically a conqueror. And I was neglecting too much of the gentle giant part, the nice guy. And I was just, at the end of my rope, I was thinking about switching to Gaster. And Max Austin offered to help me. Like, he knew a lot more about the character than me. He knows a lot more about Undertale than me. He really sat me down and walked me through this character, wrote a treatment. He wrote a big-ass verse for me to use. And what I did was took some of the stuff that I had made that I enjoyed and I thought fit, and I just put it in there with what he wrote. So some of the stuff you heard was me, but a good 90% of it was all Austin. So just big shout out to Max Austin for really helping me out with this character. Fun tidbit, the Asgore voice was going to be a lot different. Asgore, I use this voice. But I really wish I was good with editing so I could make my voice better, because when I'm hearing it, it sounds goofy as hell. That Asgore talks like this. I wanted to give him a deep and commanding voice, yet have some emotion in there. When I was originally going to voice him, I was going on with this voice. You want to start a war with Asgore? I was giving him, by the way he had looked, I took a look at the character and I just decided his voice was going to be intimidating. He had a real deep voice. Monstrous. I ran into two problems. Number one, it did not fit the character. Number two, it kills my throat to do that. There was no way in hell I was rhyming and doing that voice. So I settled on doing this voice. A real, just deeper version of my own voice. So this was fun, start to finish. We were in production of this since March, and big shout outs to everybody involved. Afro, Rap Knight, Jay Richard, everybody that was involved in this. Because, I don't know if I should air out their business, but a lot of people, some of the people in this cipher were like me. We had no fucking clue what Undertale was. So we're just scrambling in the dark, just trying to see what sticks. So, and knowing that some of us had no clue what we were even talking about when we were doing this cipher, and have this cipher came out much better than I thought. Because when I was seeing that other people were like me, I thought I was dragging the ship down, because I'm like, I have no clue what this world's about. And I was worried that if people were like me, we're just not going to come across the way we need to for this cipher. This cipher is not going to be as good as it could be. But hearing it, everybody absolutely killed it. I could have been better. I could have done better. I should have chose a different character, but I'm really happy with what I did. I'm extremely grateful just to be a part of this. And I'm excited to be on future projects, which I can't talk about yet. We're not ready to talk about it, but I could be in another video sometime this month or next month. Sometime along this year it'll be out. I hope it's okay with Arcade. I'm gonna give a slight hint. I'm going to be playing a character I have voiced before. Not in a video, but in my videos I do impressions. And I've done an impression of this character before. Now, I've done a lot of impressions on my channel, so good luck finding it and figuring it out. So that's the only hint I'm giving. I will be in another one. It won't be a cipher. I'm excited to be on future projects. I'm always open to be on future projects, Arcade. I know you're probably watching this. I'm always going to be down and willing to collab again, because I had the time of my life making this. It was so much fun to see what all goes into a cipher and how they're made. And before I end the video, because I've turned a 5-minute video to God knows what, because I'm blabbering useless information. This is important because, guys, I learned going into this. I always reacted to ciphers, always listened to ciphers. I never knew the amount of work that went in them. Now that Arcade had brought me in and I got to see start to finish how this cipher was made, I was there for a lot of its development cycle. And there was so much work that went into this. Like, you guys have no idea. We had to find. We went through, I think, 2 beats to find the right one. We had a lot of casting mix-ups because some people couldn't. Some people had too much on their plate. Some people were sick. Some people just couldn't figure out the character. Some had to drop out due to personal reasons. So we were always shuffling the cast. And just big shout outs to everybody involved, because a lot of the people that were behind the Cypher Arcade, and I think Nightbreaker and Afro were big producers on this. I'm not too sure. I just know they had pretty big involvement. They were really understanding of a lot of these people, and it really shows their personality, that they're very kind and understanding people. I really get to know them through making this. And I'm proud to say that I've always said they were the future of nerdcore. Well, I've gotten to know all of them a little bit better over this time, and I'm proud to say that the future of nerdcore is in good hands. If it's going to be these guys going forward, it's going to be in great hands. Guys, let me know who you thought won. It better not be me. There's no way in hell I won. I think I'm torn between Afro, because I really liked what he was doing. And who was this dude? Max Felton and Chara, Max Austin. I'm really torn between those 3. I do think Max Austin had the fucking best mic quality out of everybody. Arcade was doing what I wanted to do and add mix up to my vocals. I could not do it. That is a badass sprite for Asgore. That was the picture I saw of Asgore, actually. So when I was making him and I took a look at this character, I was like, he's going to sound like this. Did not work. So thank you everybody that was on this project. Thank you Arcade, Nightbreaker, and Max Austin for having me on this project and helping me out on it. I look forward to future collaborations. And guys, what did you guys think of this? Please let me know in the comments below. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Go check out Max Arcade, not Max Arcade. All-Time Arcade, Max Austin, Afro Legacy. Go check out Rap Night, even though I'm the real Knight around here. Just so we're clear. I'm playing, man. Go check out Rap Night. Go check out Jay Richard. Go check out everybody in this, because we all worked so hard on this. Like, we wanted this to get out. We put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and we had setback after setback after setback after setback on this. So, I'm really proud to see that we got this made. So, big shout outs to everybody. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.